Hey, comic book fans, welcome to Comic Book Corner 2.0. And fans, you're back with me, Mike Spider Slayer, bringing you that all important comic book review so you, the fans, can make a decision on what comic books to buy. And today, fans, I'm coming to you from my bedroom as I'm still trying to recover from this goddamn flu. I'm starting to feel a little bit better, but I'm still all congested, so please deal with my voice and my coughing and stuff like that because today we're going to be talking about Superman issue number 38. Now, this was a viewer's request, and I felt that this issue deserves mention because there's a lot of hype going around with this particular issue. One, Superman getting his supposed new costume. Two, a new power. So whenever you introduce a new power to a superhero or a big change, you feel like, yeah, it's kind of a big deal. So based off of what was going on, I felt that this issue made people, what was going on in this issue made people buy it. So this book is written by Jeff Johns. The artwork is done by John Romita Jr. And if you guys haven't found out already, Jeff Johns will be leaving the Superman title after this whole convergence thing going on or whatnot. So we're going to be getting a new writer on this. And that's kind of a shame because I feel like Jeff Johns has been doing a phenomenal job with this story of Superman. I think he's made the story much more likable here, has made Superman much more likable, has brought Superman back to the Daily Planet. Interactions with Jimmy Olsen are a lot better. And I felt like this is more of the Superman that a lot of Superman fans have grown to love over the years. So with Jeff Johns leaving, not saying I'm not going to give the writer another chance, the new writer a chance, just saying that it's unfortunate because Jeff Johns really makes every character better. And it's unfortunate that he's going to be leaving this book. But what did I think about this story? And let's look at this artwork first. Okay, first off, artwork. I'm not a fan of John Romita Jr.'s artwork. The only thing I like his artwork in is Kick-Ass. And every book that I see him do reminds me of Kick-Ass. And when you look at this cover here, you look at the anorexic-looking legs of Spider-Man, Superman. You get to see that here, some crazy facial expressions there with Superman. And right away, right from the cover, I wasn't a huge fan. And I feel like the artwork has getting progressively worse as the series has gone along. And I said this when John Romita took over the Superman title. I felt that the first issue, he could do no wrong with. He could take his time with it. But now that he has monthly deadlines, I feel that he has to rush it a little bit more. When it comes to certain parts in this book, I just wasn't a fan of the artwork here. As I go along here, I'm going to show you some instances here. Just like this page here, when Superman's going through this whole solar flare thing, I wasn't a huge fan of that. When you get to see Ulysses in this jail cell, he looks like this punk guy from a gang. Batman here, just, I don't know, just not drawn correctly, lack of detail, looks very skinny as well. Just not a huge fan of it. And yeah, so here's Ulysses here after the whole thing of the whole battle that erupts. So artwork just doesn't deliver. Look at Batman here. Does that look like Batman? He looks like some little kid. So I'm not a fan of the artwork whatsoever. And look at it. Look at Clark. What is that? What is that? I don't know, man. It's just really bad for me. Next thing, what do I think about this particular story? Well, as the story continues here, we wind up seeing Superman winds up doing battle against Ulysses because he blames Superman for his planet being destroyed. And it's everything that he's known and loved, and Ulysses just goes straight to battle with Superman. Pretty straightforward issue right from the beginning here. And you get to see this battle erupt, and it becomes this whole climactic battle. What happens here is Superman uses his heat vision, and based off of the energies with Ulysses, this whole solar flare thing winds up coming from him. So it's like all the cells in his body wind up erupting, and it becomes like this flare. And the result of him using this particular power now is he becomes human for 24 hours. So he's susceptible to anything. Um, but when he also uses this power, mass destruction happens. Like, look at what happens here. He winds up blowing up pretty much a whole park. It becomes like a meteorite hits this place. And I was just like, oh my gosh. And it destroys all his Kryptonian armor. And so it's not a good thing that Superman uses this power. It's a very negative thing. Batman meets up with him, tells him and explains him everything that's going on. And Clark winds up learning that, again, he's human for the next 24 hours until his cells replenish. He tries to talk to Ulysses and, can't really get anywhere with him, so he's pretty much made an enemy. And the best part of the book were the character interactions between Jimmy Olsen and Clark Kent here. Jimmy Olsen, had lots of money when he found out that he found out that all these people needed some help, so he gave all the money that he had to just people that need help throughout the earth that were going to this planet and whatnot. And so it was very nice to see, and you get to see that Superman trusts Jimmy Olsen so much that he reveals his secret, that he's Superman. And this supposedly reveals the new costume for Superman. Now, if you look, it's not as armored. It looks like, I guess, it's more of a clothing, and I guess the boots are more traditional. But the one thing I noticed, though, that when you saw, I guess, off in the news presses, there was supposed to be yellow in his belt, and there's no yellow in his belt. And I think that DC was making such a huge deal out of this whole costume thing that it doesn't warrant all this press that it got. There's nothing here that changed. It wasn't his pants. His pants didn't change. The belt is still red. There's nothing here that sits there and go, oh my God, this costume looks phenomenal. And the superpower, I feel, is a waste. This is a power. Why would Superman use this power? It's just like, it would be cool to see Superman gain a power that he can use traditionally every single day. Not something that's going to be detrimental to him. Not that powers, and that it's going to cause him to be normal and he can be killed. I don't know if this is something you guys like, or if this is something that you expected, but I just don't like it. It's really pointless. Again, after reading this issue, the only thing I got out of it was Jimmy Olsen's and Clark's relationship here, and Clark being part of the Daily Planet once again. This issue was a huge disappointment for me. I'm not saying it was the worst issue I've ever read. I liked the battle, loved some of the character interactions, but the things that we were all, excited to see were complete letdowns. And that's what drove the issue down for me. So after reading this issue, I'm going to give this one a 2.5 out of 5 stars. And knowing that Jeff Johns is out of this book going forward, it's kind of like, why am I going to read Superman anymore? And Jeff Johns leaving and John Romita Jr. staying, I don't know, guys. Something seems doomed for Superman. So, guys, leave me your thoughts and comments below on Superman issue number 38. Do you feel the same thing as I'm feeling? Superman fans, leave me your thoughts in the comments below. And fans, as always, thank you for watching Comic Book Corner 2.0. And until the next comic book review, this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off. Thanks for watching, fans. Take care. See you soon. Bye.